I'm Joan Gregor from Intersection here in San Diego. We moved here about 3 years ago, and we are just thrilled to be here and actually be part of the school. When Elena first asked me to bring products that I really was inspired by, I had to stop and think. And it was all about what made me comfortable, what was a sense of beauty to me. And I came up with the simple box. I think as designers and creatives, we always tell people to think out of the box. For me, I think it's more important to say what's in the box. And that tells a lot about people and a lot about their spirit and who they are. And often when we interview people, we actually ask them, what's in your desk drawer? That's your box. And that tells a lot about their personality. For me, I have a box collection. I love boxes. I put hidden treasures in them. They help me organize my life. And it's always the surprise and delight and the curiosity of the box. It's like opening a Christmas present inside. So tonight I brought my special box that I'm going to show you what's inside. And for me, it relates back to my childhood. It makes me smile, and it actually represents who I am as part of my job today. So, let's see to open my box. Does anyone want to guess?
Another box.
What do you think's in there? Air. That's good. Good guesses. Okay. Voila. Okay, the next thing I chose was magnets. I think that magnets are actually a fascinating technology, and as product designers in a design strategy company, we're working with material companies, which we feel is really a new wave of innovation, and how we can bring simple technologies into creating innovation and new products. So I love the simplicity and beauty of magnets. Can anyone guess what this is? It's the magnetic field of the Earth. And to me, that is pretty cool. So a magnet is any object that actually creates a magnetic field. And it's a force of nature. It's what scientists say you need to have a current and a material, such as iron, to create a magnetic field. So I just have a few inspirational products that have been designed with magnets, because I think it's only a limit of your imagination what you can do with magnets. So the first, this is actually an object that I bought today. And it's a continuous movement by the polar points of positive and negative. So I thought that was pretty cool. Magnets are incredibly strong. I mean, just look at the power of this magnet. It's a process. It actually attracts and can assort different materials. It actually creates safety. This is actually a magnetron technology that really creates speed and efficiency, where you can hook onto your gear with one hand. It's actually fun. It can create mundane objects and with a little bit of humor. And of course, the great user experience, as we see with the iPad, which can turn off and on your iPad. The magnet field can actually transcend through different materials, such as our hand and the human body. And people are even starting to implant magnets. Now, I don't know what they're really going to get out of doing this, but they're trying. So where's it going to go from here is going to be pretty exciting. And this is a great story, because one of the things that now is becoming popular into the design processes is biomimicry. And these were some scientists in Sheffield that actually got inspired by rats' whiskers, who, as nocturnal creatures, they actually use their whiskers to get around and feel in the night. So they've created a robot called a Scratchbot, And they actually took fiberglass rods and put sensors and magnets in them. So now when the robot goes around, it can actually sense what it's feeling, and through the neural brain, it can actually then take those commands and put them into moving your arms or hands or legs. So to me, that's incredible. Again, the use of magnets and where we can be going and be inspired by them. And then, of course, the last is the magnetic energy. I think that's why we're all here, to be inspired by each other. And that energy is something that you can't deny. And so for me, it's just been a great pleasure and wonderful to feel it. Thank you.